The idyllic South Pennine countryside, where villages nestle into wooded valleys or cling to hilltops, their windows gazing out over rolling meadows. This is summer wine country, a name which has spread throughout the British Isles and brought fame and tourists by the thousand to the small town of Home Firth. Visitors can enjoy a cup of tea and a sandwich at Sid's Cafe, or take a guided tour to Nora Batty's, or call at Compo's favourite pub. But over the 1998 August bank holiday weekend, summer wine country saw rather more visitors than usual, and a remarkable form of transport, as Honda Goldwing owners from across Britain, Europe and even the other side of the world descended on this beautiful part of West Yorkshire to hold their annual British treffen. So what do you need to hold a treffen? A large flat open space at least the size of a football field is a good start, and some form of covered venue for the evening events is rather desirable. So let's get started right away.
Start the staging probably from about here.
Having a good time doesn't always come easy. Everything has to be organised and checked. This field alone has been designated to hold over 400 tents, and with 3 days to go, the early arrivals are more than welcome to lend a hand with preparations.
Hello, John. How are you, man?
We're trying to do the roadway at the moment. John's waiting in about half an hour or so.
Yeah, are you putting that in? Well, where do you want me to park then?
Well, if you can park between the Yorkshire in the corner, and Yorkshire's right along the back end here, if that's where you want to go, near Yorkshire.
We're Lincolnshire.
I know that. Or you can go beside Uncle George, but it's awful dark there.
We are a minority, and I've got to stand me ground.
Well, you're going to put your whole 3 tents up. That's for the quiet people.
I know,
we are one of the smallest regions, but we're looking for a reasonably big area. Plenty of room to play. We're here to work, so whatever you want,
sorted. Just get yourself sorted out, mate, and just let Pat know that you're here.
Yes.
Just so we've got numbers of who's here and when they come in.
Okay then.
Okay.
Okay,
No
catch
problem.
you later.
Yeah,
Cheers now.
mate.
Everything's looking good, and the weather couldn't be better. Oops, what have I said? 48 hours to go, and the site has turned into a swamp. On the plus side, the generators have arrived. All we need now are a lot more helping hands. So, wingers, where are you?
Pull over there, then. Yeah, well, a lot of them are parking their bikes up here to leave them drive. I'll pull over there, let him pull the trailer on, we'll find something. It's good there. Apple Yard. Hi viewers, it's lovely sunny here, nice and warm, as usual. If you want, Ian will take your trailer down with the quad, but pick your spot and decide where you're going to go.
Look out, it's bringing it out. You driven through the night then?
Don't count too much.
Not through the night, 5 o'clock this morning from London.
Very nice. Is it like this all the way?
No, almost, but it's been getting colder. Concentration's been down a little bit on the last few miles, but I think we're warm up. This is August.
Absolutely, it's beautiful, isn't it?
It's absolutely British treffen weather.
How are you going to get down the slope with your campsite?
How am I going to get? I haven't actually looked at the problem yet, but it sounds like I'm going to leave the bike where it is and we'll push the trailer down at the moment. I do hope the weather improves because it's going to disappoint a lot of people.
The condition of the ground is now everyone's main concern. But this is where Colin Appleyard's quad comes into its own and means that trailers and equipment can be taken onto the campsite proper whilst the wings stay on dry ground. Just look at those water-clearing aquajets at work. And the organisers have just announced a new event for the Treffen, quad bike and trailer hill climbing.
So you got a good trade-in for your goldwing?
I got a good trade-in for my goldwing.
Yeah.
Colin Appleyard's.
How much money did you have to put to?
I had to give £2,000 with my goldwing for this new bike. Oh, it's...
I've got a few there.
Oh, and what can I say?
Lovely colour scheme.
Lovely colour scheme, isn't it? And you can see me. Look, it's got twin headlights and disc brakes all round. Oh, by the way,
Comfortable. Good
comfortable,
cruiser.
very good cruiser. I'm John Higgins. I'm the Public Relations Officer for the Goldwing Owners Club, and I'm driving a Honda.
With John Higgins on his superbike, we can all rest confident that everything's under control. Wingers are a resilient crowd. They can take a few puddles in their stride. Just think positive and leave the rest to Mr. Motivator. Everyone's had their jobs assigned and the team swing into action.
What's your job this morning?
Moving a load of buckets.
No, we've erected all this security fencing. We've done all that, we've got all that done, and now we're on to fire regulations.
As long as you keep smiling.
Keep smiling.
Do you think with all this heat,
We don't need the sunshine killer. Not at all.
Do you think there could be a risk of forest fires, you know, the odd careless...
Not at this moment in time. I think we're safe for this week.
I don't want to be on this picture today.
Why not?
I haven't combed my hair. I'm not in my best mood this morning.
Get you after you've been to makeup.
I could do with someone to make me up. I don't know about hotels.
The main marquee is well on its way to completion. The dance floor is almost finished, and most important of all, the bar is in place. All we need now is lighting and mains electricity.
Do you enjoy these little jobs then?
Yeah, fun. Absolute fun. That's
It's all right when it works, when you've done it though, isn't it?
Yeah.
We can guarantee that, can we?
Yeah. No problems. No problems.
There's nothing quite like confidence, but there seem to be some slight teething troubles with one of the generators. Perhaps it's the fact that the cylinders aren't horizontally opposed that's causing the problem.
I
don't know where I'm looking at, but I'll stand here and look worried.
You do right.
I've done this end.
Wingers love a challenge, and it's when the going gets tough that we see why Andy Catlin makes such a good chairman.
Right, Auntie, you ever do that again? You get your arse off site and go home, all right? Go! Excuse me, got language. It's Uncle Chris for Saturday. We can't let it go. You ever do anything like that again, pal? You're sacked, all right?
Somebody who wind up a tank. What?
If wingers can't ride their bikes, they'll find something else to go cruising on. Now, this particular machine offers an elevated riding position, fully automatic transmission, and low crawl ratios, ideal for the M25. Out on the field, things show little sign of improvement. But John Higgins has a plan.
Well, they've been told their bikes can't come back off.
That's right, the bikes are in, that's it, they're staying
That's
on the
it.
road.
Dusty's brought his, I've told him he can't go back down. So that's fair enough.
Are you
keeping the blacks off there, Deb?
Yes,
Yeah,
Pete.
Okay, yeah.
Told you dries up, otherwise
Yeah,
we'll
it's going to chew it up. It's the best.
Otherwise we're going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
We're going to be in a lot of trouble. But it's dry, I walked on it. Have you
And the
walked
bit
on
in
it,
the middle,
mate?
but it's
Yeah.
the edges of the roadway.
Yeah. Well, that's why we fenced that off.
Yeah.
The surrounding area has a lot to offer, if you know where to look, and to make the most of their stay, the visitors have to be kept informed. So the team of stuffers literally have their hands full preparing the information packs neatly presented in plastic bags kindly donated by a local supermarket, no doubt expecting a bumper weekend themselves.
So what have you done wrong?
Don't know. I'll have the sack.
This looks comfortable.
Yeah, it is.
Shouldn't the travel? Are they heated, those seats?
No.
Oh, that's a shame, isn't it?
And they're wet.
No, we've got definitely.
Oh, that'll be on video.
Have you?
We have ventilation
Do you
at the
always
back.
travel with your backs to the engine?
Oh, always, always. It's the best way to travel, with cup in hand.
And biscuits.
Somebody told me you were called Two Mugs Maureen.
Yes. Well, actually, Shirley from Shipley, but there you go.
So what have you got to do after you've had your break?
We're now going to work on the patches and the jackets.
The patches in the
We have a
jackets?
sewing circle.
Really?
Yeah, at the goldwing ladies.
Sounds like an important job.
Oh, it's essential. Can't be seen without your patch on your jacket. You can't, no, definitely
So will
not.
they be at that all the weekend?
No, a couple of hours we'll have it done and we'll
Oh,
be
that's
back.
bad then. That's so bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
carrying
you're
on.
right at the rest then.
We hope so.
With well over 1,000 visitors expected, and a good proportion of them living under canvas, it's important to mark out the campsites so as to maintain access and minimise the possibility of fire.
Yep.
No.
So do you reckon you found the secret of how they marked out for the pyramids?
No, it's far too technical. This is a John Higgins interpretation, which means anything goes.
The best spots are eagerly sought after, and wingers are a territorial lot, so when you've staked your claim, it's important to let people know. Stuart Hall, publicity officer, has done his bit and now enjoys watching everybody else.
Pardon? We're supposed to get about 400 and odd tents.
Yeah.
We've got people coming from all over Europe.
Yeah.
The weather, God
be
willing,
glorious.
is going to be really nice.
Absolutely. The forecast's good.
Yeah.
Oh, the forecast is great.
Yeah.
So we hope, God
And
willing, we're
what
cracking
they're going to
flags.
see them, where they're going to see all the memorabilia and
Oh, it's all going to be around here, in all
All
these
down front,
marquees.
yeah.
You're next.
Yeah.
You're here.
Yeah.
As is usual at these events, when they arrive, all riders will be directed to the inscription desk. So it's important to prepare for the expected deluge of visitors so that the process can be handled efficiently and with the minimum of fuss.
Yeah, but it keeps moving them about, you know.
Oh, I'm not going to move them anymore. I can't get them square, but they're nearly
No,
off.
it's not a bad job.
That looks better.
Go down that way.
Go down that way. They can
Somebody can get the goodie bag.
go down that way.
Thursday dawns bright and sunny, and the ground is soon beginning to dry out, making the site an ideal location for camping. A steady stream of bikes begins to arrive on site from very early on, each one cordially received and directed to inscription. The 18th International Treffen is being held at the Storths Hall Park and Student Village, which is a relatively recent development providing self-catering and en-suite accommodation for over 1,500 students in the extensive grounds of what was once the Storths Hall Hospital. Although not exactly 5-star, the on-site accommodation and amenities provide a superb alternative for those who are less than enthusiastic about sleeping under canvas. Or, of course, you can hitch up all the comforts of home and take them along with you.
been a pleasant trip?
Yes, it
Yes,
has.
thank you. Yeah.
How far have you come?
Oh, only about 50 miles.
Oh, that's not so bad, that is. If you've forgotten anything, you can nip back.
Yeah.
We can camp.
We've been out 3 days.
You got all your badges sewn on?
We did all 44.
Excellent.
Complete.
Team effort.
A very good team effort, yeah. Like a little conveyor belt.
We were.
Is it going well?
Yes,
Have you filled all your relevant forms in?
Nearly.
A lot of paperwork.
Yes. Not being at work.
Not everyone had had an uneventful journey. This winger had left some of his bike on the ferry.
Our life's a bitch. And there you marry one.
I'll tell her next time I see her. I'll tell her. I was just going to say how...
It's been sorted out, that's the main thing, isn't it?
What's all this then? Who's done that to you?
An English guy at the ferry.
Did he get his name?
Yeah. Everything's settled, so...
Oh, it's all right then.
Here's my newest...
What's this? Oh my goodness. A real enthusiast. How's it going so far then?
Brilliant.
Looking good, eh? The weather's right. You've got your sun hat on.
This is my sun out. This is my Sunday best.
This is everyday best, isn't it, Tim?
You know him well, do you?
Oh, yes, yeah. Unfortunately, yes. Good friend, yeah.
And my bike was still standing. I got off and it was standing like this.
By midday, things are in full swing, with wingers streaming in from all over Europe. It's a time for meeting old friends, comparing notes, and planning the weekend before moving on down to the campsite where everything is in place, ready to make this a treffen to remember. Among the tents, there's time for light refreshment and a look around.
This trailer.
It's a
Wait, it's
one-off.
this trailer. It's a one-off.
It's a one-off. A special.
Hand-built.
Full
Really?
of treasure.
Yes.
By whose hands?
My husband's.
We better have a look at it then, hadn't we?
This is Tim, the man in the bowler hat from Yorkshire Wings.
Yeah. Superstar.
Superstar.
Famous.
Certainly
I'm
is.
told
infamous.
you're very good with your hands. Who's very good with the hands?
He plays with himself,
Oh,
you know what I mean? No.
Oh yeah, well, it's playing with me.
Trailer here.
Yeah, don't forget to get the old...
Get that.
I'm mate.
How many bodies have you got in it?
It's for our last one, I get rid of her. She's going on the patio in that.
After all the hard work, it's time for a well-earned rest. And what better way to pass a hot August afternoon than admiring the beautifully turned out goldwings that are a real credit to their owners. And still they arrive. If you're into goldwings, this must be as close to paradise as you'll get this side of the pearly gates. One of the most striking combinations belongs to Ken Wright, Yorkshire Wings member and chairman of the Keighley MS Group.
This year, Yorkshire region decided to choose MS as a charity for 98. I'm the chairman of the local branch of MS. I've got MS myself, and they've done great for us. They've raised a good amount of money, and then Treffen committee decided that they'd like to get involved at this year's Treffen. So they're going to collect for me, and they're going to have raffles and different events, and hopefully give us a check on Sunday night and says thank yous to everybody. And brilliant, you know.
That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about, yeah.
Accommodation on the campsite comes in all shapes and sizes, from the positively luxurious to the rather more modest. And what about this for instant housing?
easy as that?
As easy as...
For others, the process of erecting their tent proved to be rather more demanding.
Hey, trouble is you lose the pole.
It's very rude, Brennan. I don't know why you're helping him.
Get a picture of that flag, mate. That's what's important. This view drop on my nose.
Are you working hard, you see? You're working hard.
I know.
Somebody's got to do it.
It's awful. All this for 5 days.
Yeah, but 5 days of pleasure, eh?
Yeah, just a bit.
Hey, we ain't going to get him this way. They're going this way now.
You're going to do a bit of fishing later?
What's he
We
doing?
haven't finished this one yet.
I can't get my breath here.
So what time are you flying?
Yeah. Any time now, when the wind gets up. Yeah.
You can do what it like once this tent's up, mate. I don't care what happens.
Once you get settled.
That's it.
Hello, Dreamboat.
I think you might regret pitching this tent just across here.
Yes, I think you're probably right. Very right.
Do you know your neighbours?
Yes.
Reasonably well.
Yes, it's a good job, isn't it? Well, look what we've got opposite us.
And it's a bit late to move your tent now, I suppose, isn't it? Because you got settled.
Look, watch it, look, you see what he's doing? Hey?
Has he got his rod out again?
He has. And none of us are impressed, let's put it that way.
And you've got to edit my skinny legs out.
I don't know how they hold that frame, I'm very honest.
The seasoned hands have the job well in hand and can enjoy the afternoon sunshine. The Goldwing Owners Club is truly international, and the flags and pennants fluttering in the warm breeze are a colourful testimony to a camaraderie between wingers that knows no borders. And of course the flags help you to spot your friends. It's getting rather busy on the site, so watching out for latecomers is proving to be a demanding process.
Good view?
Yes, a beautiful woman.
Lend me those glasses then.
We've just arrived from Essex.
From Essex?
Yeah, we're just looking for all our wingers, friends.
Have you seen the flag?
No, we're looking for it.
Well, husbands are off looking for it.
Oh, you've sent them out, have you?
I've sent them out, yeah.
That's the way to do it, isn't it?
That's right. Sent them out
It's
to
the only way
find.
to enjoy your weekend and make sure your husbands get all the job.
That's it. Let them do all the work.
Thank you very much.
Captain Loman.
I understand you brought some Essex girls with you.
Well,
Dare leave us behind.
we wouldn't leave them about. There's some nice ones up here, though, isn't there?
You had a good look round where you're going to pitch your tent?
Yes, thank you.
This is a suitable spot.
We certainly have.
Well away from your friends?
Yes. It's him we want to get.
So you're going to pitch your tent in the other field then? You're not going to go...
Yeah, we don't want to be too close. We don't want to be neighbours.
Enjoy the weekend anyway.
Yes, thank you very much.
Amongst the arrivals, the word went out that there were visitors from New Zealand. Could this be true?
We weren't going to miss the treffen. We toured around and we've been actually designing our tour around this particular meet. Yes, so it's a special for us.
We've been around last of the summer wine.
What did you think of it?
It was beautiful.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Beautiful country round there. And we had a cup of tea and a toasted tea cake in Sid's Cafe.
Yeah, and you've seen Nora Batty's steps?
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes. Oh, we even while we're taking the tour as well, we even saw Smiley doing one of his things. Yes.
So you've enjoyed yourself so far and you've only been here 10 minutes?
Yes.
Among all these Goldwings, you couldn't help but notice some of the more exotic paint jobs.
It's all Japanese. A friend of mine did the spray work and I thought I want something completely different. No, it's all authentic paintings. We found some old books with the paintings. Obviously the colours have been added, but
but they're based on originals?
They're based on originals, yeah. He took just over a week to do the lot and I want to change one of them as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
The one on the offside rear is too light. Needs to be darkened down just a bit.
So you're going to go for the same picture but just a bit darker?
Yeah, just darken it down a bit.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Beautiful, yeah, it's nice colour, nice, it's all nice with the colours and everything.
Have you told your wife you want one as well?
I've got one.
Oh, you've got that's all right, isn't it? That's all right.
I got 1200.
Brilliant, brilliant.
Very similar to, well, it's not, obviously it's not here, it's at home, I'm afraid.
Oh dear.
I have to work for a living.
You can't afford the time to come out for and enjoy yourself?
No, I do the tyres.
Oh, right.
I fit the tyres on all
So you've
these.
got a trade stand somewhere?
Trade stand up in the top half.
Well, I'm sure you'll be able to shift a few tyres this weekend.
I hope so.
Was it you I saw scattering those nails down the drive?
That's right, yeah, yeah. Build the business up.
Over in one corner of the field there was an exceptionally attractive wing that proved to be a little special.
Started life as a 1985 limited edition. I feel that the 1200s don't handle so good, the 1500s handle better. So I've put the wheels on for 1500, back and front, and extended the swinging arm to suit the same length as a 1500. I've also put a 1500 top box on it, which gives you the more room. And it's unusual as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's not another one like it.
Is your own particular preference, all the little adornments?
Yeah. There's see the wind deflectors at the side here. They're off a 1500. They was created to blow cold air to your feet.
Well, you're not going to be using that this weekend, are you?
I'm hoping not.
Well, it's all down. Excuse me. This is my trike, but that's the gentleman that built it.
I could see it had a resemblance.
Right, but there's only one thing. There's only one thing. If he tells you he built this, follow me.
Coming round.
Coming round. Now.
Don't read the clue yet, Annika.
You see that knob?
Sorry, that one there.
He had nothing whatsoever to do with that.
Really?
No. So if he told you he's had anything to do with it, he's telling porky pies.
Meeting old friends and new, talking bikes, enjoying a barbecue. Can you imagine a better way to spend a pleasant evening? One critically important job is blowing up your airbed. And of course, Goldwings do this with style.
It sounds like you've come from abroad.
Yes, Belgium.
Belgium, very
Yes.
nice. Was the sun shining in Belgium?
No, not this morning.
No. You see, you set up this morning, you got up early.
Yeah, 4 o'clock.
Really?
Yeah.
Come across on the shuttle or?
No, the ferry boat.
Very nice, very
Yeah.
nice. But you've got here, that's the main thing. You're here
Yes.
in one piece, ready for a good weekend.
Let us hope so.
You brought some Belgian beer.
Yes.
Excellent, we'll be back later. Don't tell everybody else though.
Fine. Fine.
So this is what it's all about. And with the campsite filling up, Stuart Hall is well pleased.
It's Thursday and it's about 10 to 5 and as you can see we've got the field, the biggest field, nearly full, and people are just coming in their droves. With the weather, can't ask for better than this. And Carol, what's the inscription figures so far?
It didn't stop till about 3 o'clock, 3:30. We must have had close to 300 inscriptions already, but they were just coming non-stop.
And things haven't started yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we're going to have a real good influx of people this weekend. It's going to be a real hummer. Things are really going to happen.
The bikes just keep on arriving. One particular trike is up for some extra care, as Ken's wife Tina has just taken delivery of her new bike, and it's straight into the trade marquee for some artistic attention.
Well, there you go, we'll do it. It's very generous of you, Ken, to pay for a birthday, all this work.
I'd sooner give her money than chase my body.
It's a complete degrace. Get rid of all the polish. I mean, if there's one thing the wingers like doing is polishing the bikes. So you've got to get rid of all that, and gives the paint something to key to. And then.
And she's picked a design for the bike, has she?
Yeah, run on through. You basically do it at 2 levels. You can have like a 2 or 3 colour pinstripe, or like this one's going to be several colours.
Yeah.
Probably end up 6 or 7 colours. And
do you like working under pressure? Do you like them to watch you as you're doing it?
yeah,
Do you
that's
want to
right.
come back and see it finished?
It's quite traumatic, really. Once you get a load of goldwingers staring at you and taking the mickey.
Big audience.
Yeah, that's right. So
you have to pay,
get quite.
us to come.
What's that, mate?
You have to pay us to come.
That's right.
To your audience.
No, we're going to charge all the wingers this year. £5 a watch.
Good idea.
No, that's a
They'll be going home and
that's a
trying it
joke.
themselves, won't they?
What's that?
They'll be going home and trying it themselves.
That's right. No, I mean, it's part of the job, really. People are going to be interested, so they're going to want to watch.
So apart from a